Welcome back, chaps. As some of you may already know, I'm 6 weeks in to training for my first professional boxing match. Through this fight camp, I've learned a lot about myself so far, and we're only 6 weeks in. Got 4 weeks until the fight now, and I want to share with you some of the lessons that fighting teaches you about yourself in the hope that it inspires you to get in the ring, because I believe you learn things about yourself that you can't learn any other way. So let's get started. Ever since I started fighting, and that was a while ago, I started fighting for the first time. I probably entered a boxing gym at 16. I just haven't been consistent with it until now. But one of the first things you learn is that you are not made of glass. A lot of guys I meet are scared about getting punched in the face. They believe that that really, really hurts and you're instantly going to get knocked out. And one of the things you learn when you first get into fighting is that you're far more durable than you think. So here, this was just a nice jab to the nose, starts bleeding. Does it hurt? Not really. You actually, after a while, you realise that punches don't really hurt. Punches to the head are more of a dull thud. They don't really, not really accompanied by any pain. Even a busted nose like this really doesn't hurt. I went on to do 5 or 6 more rounds after that and take multiple shots to the nose as well. What does hurt is taking your first ever liver shot from a pro. That'll drop you on the floor and keep you there for at least 3 or 4 minutes. And you realise that that is true pain. But luckily, that goes away after a while as well. And you just start to know that you are not the little boy or the little scared person that you were before. The more you get punched, the more damage you realise you can take, and you start to be able to defend it as well and get yourself out of that damage. So you're not taking damage for no reason anymore. But that's a very important lesson that I believe every guy should learn, is that you are not a little baby. You are not made of glass. You're not going to break. The world will try and make you scared and make you feel like you are not a man, but you are, and men are durable and have been since the dawn of time. We're incredible creatures and we are made to survive. When I bring this argument up, a lot of people come back to me and say, but what about the brain damage? The majority of you are going into a sparring with other amateurs. You're going to do a couple of sessions a week, and that's all I'm really talking about for you guys, is getting punched in the face a couple of times a week and learning that you're tough. You're not going to be taking huge shots. You're not going to be getting knocked out. You're not even probably going to be getting busted open like this. That's fighting with pros. And it doesn't take a lot for you to just fight with your buddies and have some sparring where you get punched to realise that you're not made of glass without having the massive risk of brain damage. Think about all the pro boxers there are. They're taking humongous shots, mostly in their fights, real heavy shots, getting knocked out. This is not stuff that you're ever going to face as a guy that's doing it as a hobby. So that's what I say to guys that, oh, what about the brain damage? Well, you're not, unless you're training to become champ of the world, you don't have to worry. And in my opinion, being a champion is worth the risk. Learn to fight, learn to defend yourself, don't take damage to the head, and become a champion. It's the same as champions of old, gladiators. They would die in the ring. It's just one of the things. If you want to be brave and admired, you're going to have to do things that other people are scared of, and that's just how it is. Number 2, it teaches you delayed gratification. Unfortunately, you can't walk into the boxing gym one day and pay for the mega package and walk out a champ, or I'm sure a lot of people would do it, go and drop 100k in there and walk out a world champion. A lot of millionaires would line up. You have to earn your stripes in boxing, and that comes with delayed gratification. That's why so few people these days, I believe, can box and want to go in the boxing gym, because of their TikTok mentality and can't delay gratification anymore. You have to be shit. You have to not enjoy it for a long time and go in there and get beaten up and not be good and feel like you're spasticated and you can't throw your hands properly. And you need to keep turning up, and you need to delay gratification. When you're sore, you need to turn up. When you're tired, when you're sick, and you get better and better and better. And then finally, after a very long time, you will end up a good boxer. And that is teaching you one of the greatest lessons of life, is that if you want anything good, if you want anything great to come into your life, then you are going to have to delay gratification for quite a long time. And the better you get at doing that, I think the better overall your entire life improves. Number 3, teaches you courage. You have to get up when you don't want to, which takes courage to get out of that nice warm cozy bed and go for your run, or go and hit the boxing gym early in the morning. You have to fight bad motherfuckers. You have to fight guys that are pros in the gym. You have to fight guys that you don't want to fight. You have to spar with guys that are going to beat you up. You have to go in there for rounds when you're tired, rounds when you're hurt. and you learn to build a thicker skin and to build true courage in yourself. And after you've got up and someone's offered you a round on the 11th and they're far better than you, it's your 11th round, you're tired, and you say yes, and you get in there and you survive, then you start to realise that you're brave, that you're not scared, and you build up this sense of courage inside of you. You build the courage to confront your fears, and then this comes out in all the rest of your life. So, for example, in the Fight Club movie, you very quickly see, as soon as he starts doing these street fights in Fight Club, when he's gone into the basement and fought bare knuckle, the rest of his life is so easy. You're not scared of your boss anymore. You're not scared of approaching a girl because you've confronted the greatest fear already in the gym. And that really is a valuable asset to have, because the rest of your life gets unbelievably easy once you have created courage through boxing, and everything else seems small. You have to risk your reputation for the chance of greatness. That's one of the best things about boxing. You will not understand until you train for a fight that training for a fight is a nearly entirely mental battle, because there's so much, it goes on for so long, it's so hard, and there's so many points where you just want to get out of it and you just want to leave and you don't want to do it. And you have to risk your reputation for the chance of greatness. You have to put it all on the line for the chance of saying, yeah, I'm the dude that knocked him out. I win fights. And that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. That is where you operate at your best. And that is where you find, for me, fulfillment, peace and happiness is on that edge of risk and that edge of pushing yourself to the limit, which is why I feel I was really made for this sport. Number 4, you're not a hero yet. Although you realise when you first get into boxing that you are not made of glass anymore, you also realise that you ain't shit. That there's guys in there that just dance around you and beat the shit out of you for fun, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't knock people out like you envisioned in your head. Your ego gets completely destroyed. And at that point, most people go back to their dreamland and become a couch coach. They go back, they make up an excuse, they stop going to training, stop going to sparring, and they say, yeah, I've done a bit of boxing, I'm the shit. They start tricking themselves in the head that they could knock anybody out, and it really isn't true. And a few others, the 1%, they stay and they build a real legacy, and they build real confidence in their abilities. And for me, that was a rude awakening for me. Always thought I was a bad man, watched a lot of superhero movies, always thought I'd had the ability to knock people out, and you very quickly realise it's not the case, and you have to build that skill for real. And there's nothing more rewarding, I don't think, in life than knowing you don't have something and cultivating it for real and becoming a person of substance and character. And number 5, it teaches you that anybody can change their life and become disciplined. I've had times in my life where I thought I could never stop drinking or taking drugs or smoking, and that I was addicted to the party lifestyle. I've had times where I just thought, there's nothing, I want to quit, I want to stop, I don't want to do this anymore, but I just can't. I can't keep it up. There's just nothing that pulls me out of this. Every day, maybe I'll do a week, and then at the end of the week, it's like, I just want to go back to it, and I can't seem to break the cycle. Boxing teaches you that there's a very, very different side of your personality as a man when you are doing things for a purpose, and it teaches you the importance of purpose in your life as a man. Once you have a purpose greater than yourself and a purpose that holds true to your legacy, you find it very, very easy to give up stuff that you struggled with before. For me, giving up anything now is a click of the fingers and it's gone. All I have to say to myself is, Jack, you do that in this fight camp and you're going to lose the fight. And that takes it out of my life. So drinking, smoking, drugs, partying, girls, sex, anything. I'm not even having sex at the moment. I'm someone who would probably previously say I'm a sex addict. And just click of the fingers and it's gone. And you realise that you were doing that stuff because you didn't have purpose as a man, true purpose. And you were bored and you were looking for fulfilment in the wrong places. So I hope that inspires some of you. If you're having difficulties or struggles in your life and you need something to get you out, I think committing to an amateur fight or boxing is the best possible thing you could do. I wish that all of you can one day feel the excitement and the adrenaline of being in the ring and of having your first fight and getting in there against another man. So boys, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's been a pleasure. I'll speak to you all soon. We'll be back next week with another vlog going through fight camp. The reason we didn't have one this week is because I was in Dubai and I didn't have my cameraman with me in Dubai. So I've been training still, just come back, and I thought I'd give you this one for the Sunday. And yeah, I'll see you all soon. If you're struggling with making money online, you've not made 10 grand a month yet, the reason that I am able to do a pro fight camp and commit my life to this is because I make my money online through the internet. That's why I live in Thailand as well. So if you've never done that before, check out the link below for the 10K Accelerator. Get your mind, your body, your money all right in the same place, and get yourself living the life that you want to live. Boys, have a good one. See you on the other side. Whoop-pow, whoop-pow!